What's going on, people? Welcome back to another episode here on the Catch a Glimpse podcast. It is just Frankie and Ryan now instead of Keaton and Ryan.
This doesn't feel right.
Keaton's on vacation. He just left for Colorado today. Safe travels to that guy. Hopefully he made it safe. If not, well, sucks, I guess.
We have video of him jumping into this huge water hole, and when he sent me that. Yeah, when he sent me that, it reminded me of this movie. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but it was they jumped into this water hole, and then they started scuba diving, and they found a blind shark, and it started attacking everyone.
A blind shark.
A blind shark.
Sharknado.
Dude, it's like blind.
Now he's going to look it up.
I have to.
Anyway, people, welcome back to the Catch a Glimpse podcast, episode 9. We're going on 10 episodes, guys. That's over 2 months.
To 47 meters down.
Oh yes, I did hear about that movie. Did you see it? I have not seen it.
I have seen it. I think it's over a couple years old now. Maybe over a year old. But I would say it's a pretty good movie.
Right.
It keeps you on your toes.
Might have to check it out. Okay. I was actually talking with somebody at work last night, and they were texting their friend, and their friend had said that The Suicide Squad, the new one, was the best movie of the summer.
I've never seen it yet.
I'm seeing it tomorrow.
I'd totally be down.
Yeah, okay. I think I'm seeing it tomorrow. I might be. I might not be. We'll see.
Let me know if it's worth it.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, at work, they said that it was the best movie of the summer, but first of all, it's a revamped DC movie. You're not even replacing money to characters. You're just doing a lot of the same characters and just doing a rewrite of the entire thing. I don't get it. I don't like DC. I think DC drops the ball on everything, but
yeah, it was almost Suicide Squad 1. It was all right.
Decent, yeah.
But let's try it again. New writers, let's try it again.
I don't know. It has some of the same characters and the same actors. So it's how is this really a remake? But is it in the same universe as the last one? It's not supposed to be, but then it doesn't make sense to me. I don't get it.
I don't know. I thought the trailer was kind of cool, though. It was
I agree.
You're the person that put Superman in the ICU. What?
What? But I don't know. You had the Harley Quinn movie that came out last year, and Harley Quinn was in the original Suicide Squad. Now she's in this one. I don't know what universes are all tied together. I guess I'm just not that educated on DC because Marvel's better. But Marvel has everything figured out. They never had any issues with people, I don't know, wanting an entire new script to a film. As far as I know. I mean, I've definitely seen and had my own experiences where I'm upset with how a certain thing happened or way it went. But I don't know.
On the topic of movies, I saw this TikTok, right? And it was this person explaining Easter egg in Harry Potter.
I love Harry Potter.
It was you know the scene in Harry Potter when Hermione is holding her wand up to Malfoy?
Yeah.
And before that scene, there's a point where it's a wide shot and it's showing them down by a stone, and then there's a doorway on the left side.
Yeah.
You can see Hermione's hand on the peeking out because she was in a future movie. She goes back in time or whatever.
No, it's the same movie. They go back in time.
Is that the same movie? In that same scene, you could see her hand come out
because
she was going to go and help.
That's so cool. I didn't know that. I have never seen that either, but I like that consistency within that part of the movie. But anyway, Amini and I had just gone on a date on Thursday night. It was our first time in a while where we had just time to go out and just enjoy the night and not worry about anything else. And we went to Port Washington, and we went to dinner, got ice cream, and then we were stopping at Walmart for a couple things we needed. And we were just walking around, and we ended up in the toy section, right? And randomly, there was an entire section of Harry Potter wands, but they're mystery. So it's a mystery box you have to buy, and then you get a wand. There's 12 different ones, and there's good guys and there's bad guys. And I was like, Amini, we can't pass this up. We have to do this. We have to try. I got Harry Potter's wand and some random Death Eater wand. The bad guys was so dumb.
Have it?
Not with me. They're upstairs. Dang it.
I could keep them entertained while you go and grab it.
No, it's all right.
That's cool looking.
But they're not the real nice ones you can get at Universal Studios. They're cheaper. But they're still good quality. But I got one, the random Death Eater one, because the Bad Guys series only had Bellatrix, Voldemort, and Lucius Malfoy, and every single other one was just like Death Eater Brown wand, Death Eater Skull wand. I was like, well, this is stupid. But then Amani got Nymphadora Tonks. She is Remus Lupin's wife, and she's in the 5th and like 6th, 7th movies. Cool wand. It's different.
I don't know if it's like different branded, because I know that like mini brands has like seasons, so like every time that they release a new line of toys, it's different brands. I don't know if it's the same thing with wands, like how first season might be Harry's wand and Dumbledore and Voldemort, and then next season would be the one that Zayu just said. I don't know if they do that, but that'd be kind of cool.
I agree. I would think they just run out of wands really fast, because there was like 12 different wands, like each group, or for bad guys and good guys. Maybe it was 10 wands, but that's quite a few. Anyway, that was a cool little thing we did the other night. I've been like carrying around everywhere, just messing around. I think they're upstairs, but anyway, I guess we just talk about a little bit of our lives real quick as we move on forward in this podcast. Life update, Ryan. You're working, I'm working.
Yeah.
We're doing what we can to make some money.
Yeah, as we record this video today, August 7th, it's my mom's birthday.
No way. Happy birthday, Diane. Diane.
Darlene.
Dang it. Darlene,
she listens
man.
to these too.
I'm sorry. Happy birthday, Darlene.
Yeah, but you know, she's had a good day, I feel like, so far. Got her a few gifts. Got her like
nice.
It's a Boss Lady mug.
Jeez.
Got some socks and some masks, you know, got to stay safe.
Hey, especially with, you know, COVID making its return.
Yeah, freaking Delta series or whatever.
Yeah, I got an email from UW Green Bay, where I'm going in the fall for school. Just sent out an email that we have to be masked indoors for the upcoming future. So yeah, it's back. It's serious.
The Charlie DLC.
Get vaccinated. Take care of yourself. Take care of others. But talking about special things on your mom's birthday and working, this wasn't it wasn't a gift to your mom's, more of a gift to me on your mom's birthday. I was working, and I had these customers at my table that had come from like a half hour away just to get steak, and they left normal. They were nice people, had fun with them, talked about crazy things with them. It was a good time. And I look at the table, look at the check, because as a waiter, you go to see your tip, right? And their bill was like $46. And so there's the price of their bill, then there's the line for the tip money, and then there's the line total that adds the bill number and the tip number.
Right.
So the tip number was blank. Number up here is 46. One on the bottom was 100.
Oh.
I was like, okay, what?
I
just gotten a $53 tip on a $46 check. And I was like, all right.
They could have, they paid you more than they paid for their meal.
Exactly.
Wow, that
is my second highest tip. My highest tip ever was $100 on like a $45 bill. And they were just like, good luck in school. I'm like, okay, thank you.
He's like, I won't let you down, sir, ma'am.
That's exactly what I said. I was like, yo, you guys, G's right here. But hey, today's just a good day. So happy birthday to your mom.
That was today?
Yeah, that was today before here. Wow. So like I only worked 3 hours because the restaurant wasn't very busy, but I still like got out of there with $100.
Was it like when they randomly like hit you with all the stuff? It was like, okay, I might be leaving, and then you're like, okay, never mind.
Ryan and I were coordinating when we were going to record this, and I was telling him like, hey, I just heard I'll probably get out at 1:30, and then I just saw people coming in the door like unending, and I was like, oh geez. But then the restaurant filled up, and then we got to like 1:15, and I was cut. I saw my section was grayed out, which means I'm done. I was like, oh, all right, I'll text Ryan again. Hey, I'm leaving soon. And then like the host up at the stand who runs all the board and where everybody sits talks to me and goes, hey, I messed up, man. We have no open tables. I'm like, hey, I'm not coming back on. I'm getting out of here. But yeah, that was funny. Brewers won last night, I think. That was just some sports talk. I was just saying that because I saw it at work. It was a replay at a couple tables, asked me to put the TV on to the game. I guess more sports talk. Packers family night is tonight, Saturday. So tomorrow's comes out. on Sunday you'll be seeing this. So it was yesterday. Family night is just like practice at Lambeau Field. So it's not like a game. It's just super exciting, I think, because I love football and it's back.
I saw clips of like people, or like they were doing the training stuff on the field, and there was like you could actually like sit around
and watch.
And like and like bleacher, like high school bleacher version of like their field. And people, they were just like, catch, it's like, oh, I think it was Jordan Love. Is that his name?
Yeah, as the backup quarterback. Yep. Future of the team.
Yeah, he like threw the ball into the end zone and made it in like a tight pocket of like a net.
Hey, that was Aaron Rodgers. That wasn't Jordan Love.
Was that Rodgers? Yeah. I thought that was Jordan Love.
I wish it was Love, just to be cool to see, but I love Aaron. He's my favorite.
Threw the ball right into the net. Everybody's just like, oh! Like,
There's something funny about that. So this entire off season, it's been like his drama with the team and not getting the respect he wants and respect for other people. After that, I saw this, like there's reporters at the practice. They posted on Twitter. Aaron Rodgers pointed to his right bicep, flexed, took a bow, and then like pointed at his bicep, smiled, and then pointed at like the Packers team president. I was like, okay, is that like a good point or is that a bad point? But yeah, so football is right around the corner as this summer is coming to a close. So me too. Football is right up in the fall. Summer coming to a close. Ryan, do you have any summer plans before summer 2021 is over?
I would like to think that I would have a bunch of family come over, but I'm not 100% sure. I was supposed to have my sister coming over today with like her kid and stuff, but things happen. People get sick. It wasn't COVID, thankfully. It was just, the common cold.
Yeah.
Never can get rid of that for some reason. But
I don't know. There's been at least a lot of people that I don't know, like I kind of interact with, people at work or friends or whatever, have been getting a lot of sinus infections. So I guess there's probably a strand of something going around. It's like a cold.
I'm surprised that none of us got sick after being at the fair all that time.
Me too.
Like, because you have no mask on, just like talking to people, walking through like crowds.
And I can't imagine that everyone there was vaccinated. I would assume a certain percentage was, but I would say more than. I'm assuming there was more people who weren't vaccinated than vaccinated at the fair. But for me, I'm going to my summer plans that are left here yet. I'm going to the Dells next weekend. No, 2 weekends from now. Amini and I, my brother Max and his girlfriend Heather are going to the Wilderness Lodge. I'm pumped. I love it there.
I've been to the Wilderness. It's pretty nice.
It's my favorite place on earth. I'm kidding, but I love it.
I think there's like a water slide in there that always freaked me out, and it still does because it's stupid how dangerous it is.
Is it the hurricane?
I think so. You're like going all the way up. You have to like weigh yourself.
Yeah,
and then
that's
when
the hurricane.
You weigh yourself, it's like you don't want to go backwards because you're going down a slide. And if you're going backwards, it's like, okay, straight, and all of a sudden it drops. Like, are you kidding me? Like, if you have somebody big going forward, it's like you are dropping so quick, and as soon as you go down, it's like a good down, like it's an incline, right? And it goes into like the tube, and it's like going back. That's when it's fine. It's literally like a roller coaster.
The drop is the problem. Yeah, the last time I was on that, I think it was like 2017. I went backwards, and like every time, like they spin you before they send you down. Everyone's just like, "Whoa!" And you find the person who goes backwards. All the reactions are always just, "No, why?" No. But
when I first went on it, it was like my first time ever. I was going backwards. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know how it was gonna feel. And then all of a sudden, I'm just like, this is fine. It's probably just gonna like
really
go
fun,
down
guys.
And really chill slide. And then all of a sudden, I just dropped. And I was like,
no! I love it there. We got the fun pass, so we get to like mini golfing, go karts, laser tag, and like the ropes course, arcade. My favorite thing there as a kid though was like the ball pit. It was like this big like playground, and you could like shoot like these, I don't know, foam balls to these like air pressed guns, and different climbing things and slides and things like that. But
I almost died at Wisconsin Dells.
You're kidding.
No.
But
I was like,
how?
I was like 7 or 8. We were at this like Pink Flamingo Hotel
Okay,
or
I think I've
something,
heard of that.
and there was like a pool with the slide out front.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it wasn't there. Maybe it was. Okay, I'm thinking it was old, like Wisconsin Dells, where the big wave pool, was sandy on the bottom. It used to be sandy,
There
and
was
then
one outside at Mount Olympus.
it could. I don't know which one it was,
There's
but it was
also one at the Wilderness, but
I remember going. I had it was my sister, me, and then my mom, and my dad, and I was just like, "Oh, I'm going in the wave pool." So like I'm standing in like the spot where I can be at, and then a wave came and I fell, and it started drifting me out. Right, and I can't swim. My sister saw me, and at this point, I'm at a spot where I can't stand, and I can't swim. So
jeez.
She sees me and like she like tries to run in and grab me. I'm underwater at this point for like a good 45 seconds.
Oh my god, that's terrifying.
I'm like, oh my god, and like she grabbed me, raises me like above the water. She doesn't have her glasses anymore. She lost them.
Oh,
they're
no.
gone. And she had to like find me because she couldn't see in the water.
Yo,
so she
props to Ryan's sister. I can't imagine she's underwater like, yo guys, this isn't good.
I'm like, yo fam, anybody gonna help me?
I was in the wave pool at Mount Olympus outside with my dad, and we were standing there, and we were like kind of far in, so I was just hanging on to my dad because I was a little smaller, and I assume, you know, my dad's a big guy. He's gonna take the wave and just stand there. It's not gonna phase him. I said, "All right, Dad, when the wave comes, don't like go backwards because I want to stay in it. I want to feel it. And I want to stay in it. Like, don't move." And he's like, "All right, I won't." And the wave comes in, and we just go flying. Like, it smacked us. Like, I don't know if my dad was not expecting the wave to be that hard, but we just went backwards. And I was like, "Dad, what happened?" I thought I said we're not gonna move.
There's like a ladder on each side of like the walls. At the wave pool. What my favorite thing to do was when I could get up to that point was secretly like grab onto the ladder while the wave hits, so that you're just like feeling that wave hit you and you're just
you're holding.
Yeah, you're holding on to the ladder.
Dear life.
And then, yeah, when it like stops, it's like, oh, I'm the first one up. I'm getting to the front.
Yeah, I am sad that, you know, this trip is gonna be our last like hoorah this summer, and then it's back to school. I'm going to Green Bay. Amandi's going to Stevens Point. My brother and Heather are going to Whitewater. And you're just staying here.
Yeah,
making some dough. I know Keaton's staying here as well.
Yes.
But I've been like getting all these emails like, oh, buy your parking pass, check in for your housing, and get your books. And I'm just seeing all these emails, and I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna pin that to the top, and I'll look at it in a couple weeks. Like, I don't care right now. I don't want to care. I like after the trip to Wisconsin Dells, like that's what I'm gonna be like. All right, now I have to think about this and get ready. Yeah. I'm just not looking forward to it, and I have to get so many different things still. I think too, just to be prepared. But yeah, and going to school, like especially college, I guess any school level, you're always gonna go meet new people. This is my segue into our next section. You're gonna meet new people, and you have to you're gonna like learn their names, learn who they are as a person. But there's a lot more to names than what meets the eye. And today, Ryan and I are gonna be looking at Urban Dictionary at our own names and people in our lives to find out what they mean and see how well they match to us as people. Now, we did this last week off camera and not on a podcast a little bit. We didn't dive into it too much, so I'm excited to see what we can find.
Whose name do you want to start with first?
Let's do Keaton Walla because he's not here right now.
Keaton Walla. You want me to just do Keaton Walla or Keaton?
Keaton, just Keaton, yeah.
All right.
It's probably gonna say like stupid, idiot, sucks. I'll be like, yeah, that's true.
Now, I can get multiple definitions.
Okay.
I have. Hold on, let me see. I have 6 definitions on this first page.
Let's do the first one and see how that goes. Then we'll try a second.
Okay. Keaton, the best guy you will ever meet, has perfect blue eyes.
He does have blue eyes.
He does, which is really weird.
Yeah.
He second guesses himself, even though he's perfect. Usually only dates one girl for a long time and is very committed. He has the best friends ever.
Hey, look at us.
And he makes an amazing boyfriend.
Oh.
He's the best kisser with 3 R's ever.
Oh, jeez.
Anyone who meets him will fall in love with him right away.
All right, Keaton, go off.
What a definition.
I would say part of that is true. He's definitely got the best friends ever. He's got blue eyes. He is a great guy.
True.
But I don't think anybody's perfect, you know? Everyone's got their own imperfections.
Now, oh God, some of these other definitions are just not family friendly.
Oh, jeez.
Like, yeah, no, I'm not going to read that one.
Find the most neutral one.
Let's see. Definition number... Oh, wow. Okay, number 4. It's if you want to search these names as we're looking at them, you can see the ones that I'm talking about. They're just not good. Keaton, definition number 4. The best friend a guy can ask for, hands down.
Okay.
He's usually rather tall and quite slim.
He's not tall, but he is slim.
Listen, he gave me this explanation. Since he has scoliosis, right? His size gets minimized because his spine has to be crunched a little, right? So he would be 6 foot, like a little above 6 foot, and you can see that by his like wingspan.
Yeah.
So
it sounds like excuses to me.
Yeah, that's what I told him. If you know him, you should feel lucky. You can even wreck his car, and he will still love you.
Nah, mans would be so mad at me. I can't even like, I don't know. I feel like, okay, you guys have said this about me, like in games, you do one thing wrong, I'm upset. I feel like if I did the same thing to him, like he pops a chest, I grab his satchel, man.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, you know, I think it's anybody at that point.
Anybody's gonna be mad about it.
I think we do your name.
My name now. Keaton's were, you know, kind of there, kind of accurate. Some things.
Now, do we do Frank, Frankie, or Francis?
Well, no. Let's do Frank, Frankie, and Franklin, and see. Because I'm not Francis, man.
Okay.
I go by all 3, like Frank, Frankie, and Franklin. So depends who's talking to me.
Do you want? You have 7 definitions here on the first page.
For what?
For Frank.
Okay, let's do the first one.
First one. Okay. Yeah. This is top definition. Okay. A guy who has a killer smile, daring eyes, and the sweetest heart a man could ever have.
Guys.
His kisses hypnotize you.
Ooh, okay.
His hugs make you feel safe.
Let's go.
His presence is the best ever. He is the guy to fall in love with, to be with. He would do anything for you and your safety. No guy could ever compare. If you find one, don't let him go. He's far too worth it.
Yo, I'm so hyped up right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we're just like stroking your ego, dude.
Yo, Amini, you lucky girl. I don't know what to tell you. Urban Dictionary, man.
Let's see. I want one just like bashing.
Is there like a bad one? Yeah, there probably is. I'll take the first one though.
The first one just says that it's a verb to purposely skip class or an entire school day because of an exam or homework.
Frank?
To be frank. Yeah.
Oh.
Wow, Eric is getting dismissed. I can't believe that he would ever frank.
What?
I don't,
there's a sentence, I suppose.
It also says frank means honest and blunt.
Yeah, I've heard it that way, like frankly or to be frank.
To be frank.
Yeah.
Now let's do. You want to do Frankie or Franklin?
Frankie first, and then we'll
Frankie
go over
first.
to Franklin. Yo, these are some good definitions for me so far. There's just one.
You got 7 options.
I'll just take the good one again. Well, I guess just do number 1. I guess let's do
number 1.
Yeah, we probably should just do the first one, the most popular.
Usually a very attractive male or even female.
Yeah, guys.
Can be a unisex name.
Yes, it can.
They are normally very sarcastic and troublemakers. They love to make friends, be wild, and have a good time. You know a Frankie? Yes? Then you better consider them a good friend because they are.
Let's go. Big words again.
Here's the sentence definition. Whoa, look at that hottie. I bet their name is Frankie.
Let's go. That makes me feel good.
I need Franklin to just be like
horrible,
dogging.
Horrible, yeah. I don't know. I think I'm wild, but not in like an irresponsible way.
Dude, why are these like, all just stroking your ego?
I'll just be so random sometimes. Just, I don't know.
Why are these all just stroking your ego,
dude?
Oh,
is it another good one? Let's hear it.
Yes. A guy that is good at most things.
Okay.
Handsome. Okay. Girls are attracted to him, and he makes other guys like Mike.
Come on.
Jealous. Franklin is a guy who's fast, nice, keeps things organized, keeps it real, and says how he feels all the time.
Whoa.
His friends also call him Frank.
Some do. I can't say here's the thing. I like to be organized, but I can't say that I am. If you look at my desk right now, ooh. You look at my room, you'd probably be upset with me in some ways. But
dude,
I like it organized in certain ways. What?
scrolling down. I'm scrolling down on my name, and it's dogging on me. Why is it dogging on me?
Okay, this is so perfect.
I'm gonna read the top one.
You read the top one. Yeah. Here's Ryan's name. Ryan.
Yes. A guy that will randomly appear in your life. It's unexpected, but he'll make you instantly like him.
Oh.
He has a big heart, but seems to have an asshole personality towards specific people. Yeah, you know what? At the end, it's a joke to make you laugh. He's not a silent person. You would rather make you laugh than cry. He's a shoulder that you can depend on, so never be afraid to message him. He enjoys late night calls and would... I'm just reading my bio for like Bumble, actually.
Yeah.
And he would put his friends before himself. He's a person that you would regret letting go. If you ever grow feelings for Orion, never let those feelings go. He's a little slow at getting the hint if you have feelings for him, so it's better to see how it goes. He's a great friend and could possibly be a great boyfriend.
Hey, that's not bad. That's pretty good.
Now if I scroll down to definition number 3, definition of Ryan is prostitute.
Oh no!
Yes,
Ryan. Yes. Why are you this way?
I couldn't tell you.
See, now this would be a great idea though, to use these as like dating site bios.
Yeah.
It makes you sound so appealing, especially my name.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I just used the definition 3 for me.
Just change your name, Ryan, and then you'll be all good. Oh, you want to use definition 3? It took me a second, but I realized what you were saying.
Frankie and Keaton always call me Ruan.
So is that on there?
Just,
yeah, we always call him Ruan. Ruan. Let's see what it means.
A Ruan will take your heart like a storm.
Oh.
He will make you feel the best you've ever have. A Ruan always laughs at your weird jokes. A Ruan can be quiet, or can be quiet. Q-U-I-T-E. Quiet. Can be quiet.
Q-U-I-E-T. Quiet. Yeah.
Yeah. But when you need love, he will send it right your way. You feel blessed when you have a Ruan in your life until you don't, because a Ruan is also the type of person who says he wants to talk, but never does. A Ruan needs to become more graceful. A Ruan has good day. Whoever wrote this needs to go back to school. I'm trying to read your Spanglish, and it's just not working. Okay, it's basically just saying Ruan is great. Ruan's the best. There you go.
I'm gonna stick to Ryan, I think.
Yeah, I'll stick to my original name.
Just because, I'll stick to Ryan definition 3.
Okay,
that's a good one, I think.
Do we want to do any other names?
Is Crouton a name? We call Keaton Crouton sometimes.
Crouton. Sorry, we couldn't find Crouton.
No.
Try one of these. Salad with ranch.
Salad with ranch.
We call you Frank.
Fronk.
Yeah, Frank, a very crazy person who likes to whack things. Usually, a Frank is a YouTube addict.
Yo!
Franks are easily angered, and if you see a wild Frank, the best thing to do is try to calm it down by saying, "Easy, Frank."
Easy, Frank. I wouldn't say don't like whacking things, or that I'm not a YouTube addict. I love YouTube. Yeah. But I guess I can say recently there's been a lot of like YouTubers I genuinely watch that aren't doing it for me.
No?
Like 100 Thieves, I love all their videos, or like I love them, but I just don't watch their content a lot anymore. It'll just pile up in my watch later. I'm like, I'm not gonna watch all this, and I delete them.
I have like over 100. I am subscribed to over like 100 people.
Jeez.
So I'm like
subscribed to.
Like I would every day after school would come home and be like, oh, I'm so excited to watch all these videos.
Mm-hmm.
And then nowadays it's like I'm looking in my sub box and it's just I may be clicking on 2 to 3 videos because those are the only ones that like are decent enough for me to watch.
Yeah.
It's just like the other 30 are just like like a random I couldn't even give you a
it's not something you need to watch, you know? Like, even with the Sidemen, I love their content, and I love their videos, and I'm sure I'll sit down and watch their videos eventually, but they're an hour and a half long sometimes, which I love sometimes. I love when they're, like, the longer, the better, because the more entertainment I get, but I just don't have that kind of time sometimes.
Right, like, I used to watch Craner. He was a Minecraft YouTuber.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday, I'm still subscribed to. Kiwis, if you know who he is. Nick at Night, he usually did Clash Royale stuff. Other than that, it's just like, more Minecraft YouTubers I don't watch anymore.
Dude, perfect.
And I feel bad unsubscribing because I've been subscribed for so long.
I probably will never unsubscribe just because I'm always going to support, but I might not watch anymore.
Right.
You had a topic you want to talk about, store manipulation. What is that?
Yeah, so in school, there was this class that I had. What is it called? Doesn't matter. But I had this class, and we talked about social norms. It's almost like a conspiracy theory class, which I thought was really cool.
Okay.
But there was this topic that we talked about, which was store manipulation, and it's basically telling you, like, okay, I want you to imagine yourself walking in a store, right?
Okay.
You're walking down the aisle. Like, okay, let's say Walmart. You walk in. You need milk, eggs, stuff like that.
I need milk, eggs,
Milk and eggs are at the back of the store, which means you have to walk from the front to the back of the store while passing these end caps of aisles, which could be chips,
Oreos,
cookies,
s'mores,
soda, s'mores, popsicles, things that you don't need, but in your mind you're like, oh my god, that looks so good.
Yeah,
I want that now. So then you grab it, and then like, okay, you're walking down more. Oh, there's soda. Sure, let me grab that. Oh, here's some chips that could go really good with my soda. Yeah, I really want that. But you finally make it down to the milk and the eggs. It's like now you have a whole armful of things and you can't carry it. So now you got to go back up to the front and grab a cart.
Oh, no.
And now you're grabbing a cart and you're passing everything again, right? Like, oh, I didn't see that last time. Let me grab that.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. But for kids, right? Mm-hmm. Let's say you have a kid, you're walking around, you get up to the front because you have all the items you need, then you want to check out. You are walking to the front, and the candy is eyesight with kids.
At every single checkout.
So it's like, Mom, can I get this candy? I want this candy. It's literally eyesight, which is the way that they manipulate you. And I think it's crazy that nobody has even talked about that, how kids, like, if you don't give them what they want, they're going to cause a scene, and you're going to be embarrassed because it makes it look like you have bad parenting skills. So
I have two things to say now, but I've never really thought about that. But that is wild because I've done that. The Walmart in West Bend, the first thing you walk past when you walk into the grocery part is like a table of like donuts, cookies, bakery items, things like that. I've definitely done that where I've walked into a store and be like, I'm buying this, but it's not what I need, but I'm buying this.
Yeah. Didn't you buy like a whole like carton of Burt's Bees like chapstick?
Yeah, and I did that again. I did it again the other day because I ran out. And but that's because I just get the original. I forget what brand. Oh, here, it's right here. What? I get just a chapstick normal brand, the original. But sometimes they're just like not there and they're hard to find. So when they're there, I'm like, all right, I'm just grabbing a handful and I'll be set for like the next 6 months. But anyway, talking about bad parenting skills when it comes to a kid throwing a fit, I don't think that shows you're a bad parent, because sometimes you just gotta let them throw the fit. Otherwise, they'll always get what they want. They'll never learn, and they're gonna turn into a brat. And like me as a parent, I'm gonna be embarrassed, and everyone's gonna be looking at me. But at the end of the day, I gotta deal with that.
I mean,
because I
feel
need
like
the kid
also,
to learn that they can't get whatever they want. Just because they're gonna cry about it doesn't mean they're gonna get it.
I mean, that point of view, yes, that could mean like you're just trying to like wean them out and teach them, but that could also mean like the only way that they get what they want is if they do that, and they've learned that way is like, okay, if last time I wanted a bag of chips and mom didn't want me to have them, so now I'm going to throw this fit, and she gave them to me last time. So I know now that if I throw this fit, I'm going to get whatever I want.
Then I'll get it. Right, exactly. So I guess it depends what age the kid is.
Right.
But you have to teach from a young age that, like, just because you want it doesn't mean you're going to get it. Just because you're going to cry doesn't mean I'm going to give it to you.
So I know that I think it's funny. I do this sometimes when I'm in the store with my mom. I'm 19 and I'll pretend like I'm 8.
You've told me about this.
And and I'll like walk down an aisle and just be like touching everything, just like, hey, can I get this? Like
just to make her mad and to annoy her.
Yeah, I'm trying to make her mad, and she'll be like, no, you can't get that. I'm like, I'll stand right in front of her and be like, I'll throw a tantrum right now.
I'll do it. What are you gonna do, Mom?
I'm gonna sit on this floor and throw a tantrum.
But the amount of times, like, I'll be at work at Roadhouse, and I just see like kids start crying or like getting fussy. Immediately, the parents pull out the phone, just like, watch this, and like, go watch Elmo or watch whatever you watch, and just sit there on the phone, play a game, like
Baby Shark.
That's not right. You can't just like give them a screen and be like, oh, entertain yourself.
Yeah, and there's it's sad that people do that now.
I agree.
But like, it's crazy because there's some kids that have the phone in front of them so much that if you take it away from them, it's like the world's over.
Right. Exactly. That's why you can't. It's the early age thing that you have to implement things. But yeah, look at us.
I think we're gonna get more of that. We're gonna get more of that.
100%.
Technology is going to evolve over time.
Yeah.
And the only way to stop your kid from crying after they saw that TV in your house when they came home from the hospital, is to give them a mini one that they can hold in their hand.
You know, like in cribs, the baby will have like a thing spinning above it of little things. That's going to turn into a little TV one of these days.
Oh my God,
above the crib. But look at us. Ryan and I could be some great parents. You and we're going to adopt a kid.
Yeah, what's that one movie? It's like, you know what I'm talking about? It's like, yep, Daddy Daycare.
Love that movie. Like, never done being parents. I guess I'm going to talk about some CDL news. That is the Call of Duty League Professional Esports Gaming League. Major 5 just completed. Crazy ending. It was the Minnesota Rocker versus Toronto Ultra in the final. And Minnesota Rocker, it's a series of 9. They were down 1-4. So Ultra need to win one more game to close out the entire tournament. But Minnesota Rocker came back with a reverse sweep. I actually think it was 0-4. They reverse sweeped and they won 5 games in a row and they took the dub out of their hands.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I sent the boys a TikTok of these guys. It was like a meme at the beginning. It was like a guy holding a gun to somebody else, and it was like, what was it?
Oh yeah, it's the ambulance one.
Yeah, he was like holding a gun to him, and he was like,
and he's like, I'm having an heart attack.
Call an ambulance, but he's like, but not for me. And it's like, it said like, what was it, 1-4-0 sweep or whatever?
Yeah. I love that. Sweep. That was funny. I I did not expect Minnesota Rocker to go in that tournament and win, and we're just a week and a half or 2 weeks away from Call of Duty champs, which is I hate that it's just the top 18 instead of all 12. I wish it was the top 8, but they did it in a playoff scenario. So that's pretty cool anyway, like that we've finally made it to this point. It's crazy to think, or crazy to find out what's going to happen at Call of Duty champs, because there's so many teams that have been building, like LA Thieves, they've been building since the beginning of the year, but they're finally at a place where they're competitive and they have a good team, versus like you look at a team like Dallas Empire, whose roster, minus the Hook situation, has been the same all year. They've been consistent all year. What's going to happen? Because you're going to have this new team coming in and possibly defeating a team that's been on the top of the ranks the entire year. I'm excited. Right. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
Cool. Ryan, we have one final thing to talk about. COD Champs right around the corner. Good luck to all those guys. You had one final thing that you were pretty excited about that you did not tell me about. Let's hear it.
Yeah, so Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk.
Controversial men.
The big boys, the rich men, the billionaires, billionaires.
Yeah.
So one thing about Bezos, right? I learned that Jeff Bezos' money, he can wrap it around the world 180 times and can go to and from the moon 30 times and have enough money to make a stack 10 kilometers high. That's how much money this man has.
That just angers me.
This man, how much? Like what? 200 billion?
And it's not like the money is going to stop flowing in. I don't know why this man has put more money into supporting the universe. That's not like helping with the world, people. I don't know. Why even all that money, man?
That was just a side fact, right? This is what I learned a couple days ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know this, but Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, did you know that they both have Asperger's?
I did not know that.
Yeah, so I think recently Asperger's was known as a high-functioning autism.
Mm-hmm.
And recently, they got rid of the term Asperger's and just made it as autism.
Okay.
Right? Because some people, who had Asperger's, they were like, oh, I'm the more high-functioning autistic guy, stuff like that. So they just made it autism. I didn't know that they both had autism.
I knew it had something to do with like being on the spectrum, but I did not know that,
I thought it was
specifically classified
cool.
as that.
I thought that was super cool to hear that like these two rich people, like through the mental deficiencies, that they're as successful as they are today. And that just shows like you can have an issue, quotes, issue wrong with you, and you can do what you want. Like, like
that's something that's really cool about people that do have autism. Like they can do crazy things with their brain.
They're so smart.
We can't. Like,
I don't know.
I was reading a book. I can't remember what book it was. This is just an example that kind of compares to a way that it can happen. There was this child who could like look at a table of like, I don't know, they're at school, so they were like two random things. So like, let's say there's plastic forks on the table. That kid can look at the pile and say, oh, there's 73 forks. Or if you ever seen the movie Rain Man with Tom Cruise and Hoffman, what's his first name? I can't think of his first name, but in Rain Man, his brother, played by Dustin Hoffman, I think it's his name, plays a guy with autism, and he's super smart. He can count cards. He can know what to bet at the casino in Las Vegas. Right. Their toothpicks fell on the floor. He could guess the number of those. Like, he can tell time like crazy. He knows exactly when things are supposed to be. It's crazy how smart that people with autism are.
It's like, and I during school was an ISIC student for a special needs class, and it was very eye-opening to see, like, okay, some people, they use the word autistic as a derogatory, like trying to be mean, and in reality, you're giving someone a compliment, because I would say that people with autism are so like open-mindedly smart
Mm-hmm.
that just to give an example, right? This ISIC student that I was helping, his name was Tyler, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tyler is he can't speak correctly. So he had to learn sign language, right? He learned sign language, and he has like a tablet that he can communicate with. And he, during an activity, was given like a math problem.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't do this math problem in my head if I wanted to. And he, like, the way that he could answer these math problems is I would need to hold the pencil and he would have to use my hand to like write it, because he would have mobility issues with his hands.
Mm-hmm.
And he was answering questions like 127 times 34.
Yeah.
And like I'm like he like wrote an answer, and I'm like, oh, let me fact check this to see if it's correct. Like, and then I do it, and it's dead on.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's
like,
amazing.
There's no way you're doing this right now.
Yeah, I mean, like what you said, that open-minded smartness, they just see life in such a different way that is just so, I think, pure, and that it
Right.
is very cool and a fun thing to understand. That would be a good job for you, because
when I was there, it was like the teachers were like, I don't know how you're making him do this, but can you stay here all day?
you can be like a special needs aide at the high school or something. You'd be good at that.
There was a point where he didn't want to do a certain activity, and he sat on the floor.
Yeah.
And nothing was getting him to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
And according to the rules, you're not allowed to physically touch them and move them.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like I just sat on the floor with him. I was like, what's going on, buddy? What do you want to do? Like, and he was like telling me he wants to go on his iPod. He wants to go on his iPad, his tablet. I'm like, okay, let's do some math. As soon as we finish some math problems, we'll give you a certain amount of time on your tablet. Does that sound good? And then he like stood up. I was like, okay, all right, let's do some math.
Let's do some math now. I love it.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, that's going to do it from Ryan and I for this week's episode of the Catch the Glimpse podcast, episode 9. What an episode it was. We appreciate you guys so much for tuning in, listening, or watching on YouTube with visuals. If you guys want to talk to us, communicate us, or make an appearance on the podcast, let us know. Comment down below. Send us a DM. We'd love to work with you, or just answer your questions, anything you're interested in. Stay tuned for weekly uploads at 4:30. Our content on Wednesdays, and the podcast at 7 on iTunes and Spotify, and then at 4:30 on YouTube. Last couple episodes been at 6:30 because the time on our PC is off. So sorry about that. It'll be fixed.
Don't worry.
Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. See you later.